These are my audience members, and they will be sitting in for my presentation. The United States has often been referred to as the melting pot of the world. Many different cultures and beliefs come together to form a society based on freedom and liberty. However, with all of these different personalities in the same region, it is important to understand where they come from and what they are all about. At the base of this personality pyramid are the archetypes of introverts and extroverts. Over the course of this talk, comparisons and contrasts will be made between introverts and extroverts and how society perceives them as they grow personally, in the workplace, and in personal relationships. Introverts find energy by centering themselves and setting apart time to be alone. They tend to live life in their heads, thinking about every action before jumping into something. Extroverts, on the other hand, are energized by socializing and being with people. They often speak first and are quick to action. They are not ones to analyze a situation before acting. Both groups make up a unique aspect of our biosphere, and society would not function without these two different personalities. Understanding these differences is key to unlocking a better understanding of what people need. Ignorance is not always bliss, and failing to understand these two personality types can have negative effects. Being able to help someone of the opposite personality starts with understanding where they are comfortable and where to meet them. Even though introverts are being understood on a deeper level every day, society still seems to be holding a subconscious hostility towards them. An introvert's quiet demeanor tends to be labeled as unfriendly, snobby, and even unintelligent to someone who is naturally boisterous. In contrast, an extrovert's loud and in-charge attitudes are often viewed as cocky, rude, and egocentric by their quiet counterparts. Furthermore, the way each group finds fun can be vastly different from each other. Friendships. They are often grown from similar tastes and interests. This often groups people together according to their personality type. The extroverts are the high thrill seekers, always looking for the next adrenaline kick. The introverts are calmly conversing or participating in logical games. These stereotypes are not concrete, but are still very valid amongst the majority of society. Interestingly enough, when we do see the introvert-extrovert relationships occur, they often form some of the strongest bonds. This is the reason many people seek a life partner who excels in areas where they struggle and have opposite half of the personality spectrum. The term opposites attract could not be more true. Introverts trying to find someone who will push them socially and help them become more outgoing. Extroverts are especially attractive because they are continually looking for action and excitement. Pulling introverts along for the ride can help them feel more included. Extroverts, meanwhile, look for individuals who will listen, not taking them away from their limelight. Because of an introvert's calm demeanor, they take time before they speak, so they often make excellent listeners. These healthy, well-balanced relationships are what help everyone become more rounded. Personal growth. This is an area that is not easy for anyone, but it is important to achieve total happiness. The first step in growing personally is to do a self-analysis. This is where a lot of labeling can happen internally, and it can well hinder the individual's step towards becoming a better person. Extroverts and introverts alike need to find their weakness and confront them, not hide behind it. An extrovert might struggle with listening to others or putting in the other person's thoughts and feelings first. An introvert, however, might be too soft-spoken to let their thoughts and ideas be heard in a group setting. Both of these weaknesses can be confronted and handled with deliberate steps towards achieving growth. The most important aspect of growth is understanding and balance. Striving for that middle path between being too shy or too aggressive will allow for a peak of happiness and a better relationship overall. Along similar lines of self-analysis and personal growth comes finding out how to best serve society. Choosing a career or occupation that is satisfying and fits the individual's personality will aid in that individual finding comfort and success. Introverts are often better at tasks that require attention to detail, while extroverts can usually see the bigger picture. Introverts like to have time to themselves to work, while extroverts find comfort in talking to large groups. Understanding where each personality thrives is the best way to help the company succeed. Extroverts excel in being the doers. They are the performers, the inspirational speakers, executives, and visionaries. They are the ones most likely to give presentations, manage people, and become entrepreneurs. Introverts are the thinkers. They are most likely to become scientists, artists, idealists, and nurturers. Finding where each personality can fit helps companies live up to their fullest potential. Overall, humans have one thing in common: the need to feel worth. The feeling of worth evolves from self-actualization. Once self-actualization has occurred, the individual can better understand how others are feeling and how to help them feel more worthy. Carl Jung, a famous psychotherapist and founder of the personality archetypes, summed up this idea when he said, "Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with darkness of other people." In short, understanding yourself will lead to a better understanding of others. Whether you are a thinker or a doer, everyone has a specific place in our world. And here are my audience members coming in.